What's going on? It's Cody here talking about the CISSP exam again. This time I'm answering a couple questions. I've had people message me about when they should, how long they need to study for the exam and when they should book their exam. Those are two different things that are overlapping. My answer for all of you is I don't know, and it's going to depend. And the reason is you're going to have a lot of different factors impacting each of you individually. But I have a way to sort of help you figure out maybe what that time frame looks like, because the first thing you're going to do when it comes to CISSP exam is set your date so that you're working towards a goal, and then you can determine your studying as you're going to set that date. So set your date. You don't have to book your exam yet, and then you can figure out your studying, kind of calculate how much time you can commit, and then you can book your exam date. Adding in my personal notation here, I studied for like a year and a half. That first year, I didn't book my exam date. I had in my head. It's different when you have it in your head than when you have it actually booked, because you put money down towards it and you have a date in the calendar that you have to show up to. So you're committed. The first year, I didn't set my exam date. I squandered that whole year, just blah, blah, whatever excuses. I can make them up all day. Once I set my exam date, my exam was now 6 months out. And I'll tell you how I kind of calculated that, but that was 6 months out. As I got closer to the exam, about 30 days out, I wasn't prepared. I felt unprepared. So I ended up booking my exam an extra 30 to 45 days out, hammered those weak areas, 2 domains I was weak in, hammered those out, and I think that was a determining factor in my success getting the certification. For you, talking about calculating that, think about a date that looks good for you, and then commit that first week. I'm going to post this video tonight. This is Thursday. On Monday, commit the first week, whether you booked your exam or not. Commit the whole week, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, studying like you think you would, with your study habits, with your study materials. And we're going to get 2 results from this. You're going to go through the whole week studying whatever you want, all your videos, all your materials, whatever you can focus on. One, we're going to figure out how easy it was for you to understand the material, whether it was domain 1 from a book or domain 4 from YouTube. How easy was it for you to understand it? Did you get it quickly right off the bat, or is it going to take you a little bit longer to get through the material? And 2, we're going to figure out how much time you can commit each night, Monday through Friday, which is kind of your standard work week, and then on Saturday and Sunday when everything else is, all the fun's happening, right? So for me, I messed around for that first year. When I was ready to book my exam, that first initial 6 month date, I went that first week. I went through videos and books and all that stuff. Realistically, I was able to understand some of the material and some areas I was weak in. I was thinking, okay, this I need to spend less time in. Took that initial quiz. Took a quiz after I got through all the domains, because you can get through domains pretty quickly, but do you understand them is another question, right? So I went through all the domains and then figured, okay, here's like 3 to 4. Here's 2 domains I'm strong in. Here's two domains I'm kind of weak in, and here's a couple domains that I really need work in, right? So then I can figure out, okay, I really need to focus on these 4 domains. It's probably going to take me a while to understand these. But then through that first week, I also could figure out I can only commit to 1 or 2 hours a night. So from my angle, from my personal life, I could only commit to 1 to 2 hours, usually 2 hours a night. And on weekends, another 2 hours a night. And then on, that's Saturday maybe. And then Saturday or Sunday, whatever it would switch, I'd take a day off. You go on the subreddit r/CISSP, you're going to see people posting these stories of how they spent 12 hours on Monday through Friday. They spent, 15, 16 hours on Saturday, Sunday. I'm sort of exaggerating, but there's stuff on there where people set the exam. They set it out about, 30, 60 days in advance. They spent 8 to 10 hours a day studying. It's not realistic for me. It might not be realistic for you if you've got stuff going on. For me, I wanted to keep my fitness up. I wanted to balance my family life. And I think an important thing for all of you to consider when you're booking your exam is your mental well-being, because in the cybersecurity industry, burnout is real, and there's always going to be work, there's always going to be projects, there's always going to be threats, right? The world is always going to be moving forward. There's always going to be work to do. Take care of your mental wellness. Take a break. Take a refresher. That's why one day a week I just committed to family and friends and fun. So think about that. Maybe you don't, but I mean that's my recommendation is take some time during your studying for the exam, even your work. That's why you have vacation. Relax, refresh, get yourself sort of mentally relaxed and refreshed to get back into the game. But so like I said, going on a tangent there, you'll be able to, if you get through that first week studying for the exam, how much time you can commit each night realistically, and that may even help you determine what sort of extracurriculars you can boot off your schedule. Maybe you've got volunteer hours or car show or, I don't know, board game night or something. Maybe you put those off for 6 months to study for the exam and focus on this. Or maybe you want to keep those in your schedule. So now you've kind of set your exam further out. It's all up to you. You could rebook the exam, like I said, as you're coming up towards the last 60 to 30 days and should be reviewing. You feel unprepared. Pay the $50 and book it out another 60 days. Or maybe you booked your exam a year from now and on month 8 you feel really prepared and anxious. Move it up a month or two and tackle it. It's going to be up to you. And like I said, I don't have a straight answer, but if you get through the material for a week and you're able to determine how much time you can commit to studying each night and keep that up for a couple months, you'll be able to kind of figure out what your exam booking date is. I said only do it for a week, pay the exam fee, and set the date and put it in the calendar because you're going to commit to it, and you actually may end up being more ambitious than you thought, which is kind of cool. So, like I said, set your date, figure out how much time you can commit each night, and you'll be able to determine how far in advance you need to book your exam, and take care of your mental health. Take a break every once in a while, and I'm here to answer any more questions. I appreciate your comments on my initial video. That's sort of why I'm making more videos. At some point, I may decide to go through the domain material and help break it down. But for now, that's all I've got. I wish you luck. At some point, one of these will end up in your mailbox. This is a really, really cool certification. I just got this last week. This looks better than my college degree. This is just super cool. So I'm super happy. CISSP, awesome job on this whole thing. I'm going to put this in a nice frame and, just bow down because it was a fun journey, but a challenging one. So you all know, you're all studying and preparing. So good luck. Trust your studying. Commit. Take care of your health. I wish you all good luck.